Welcome back. My name is Brian. In today's video we're talking about when planing in grain, it's important for a rectangular workpiece to go in different directions. So I'll show you what happens when you don't and what happens when you do. I'm going to demonstrate the planing of in grain with a low angle block plane, which is a bevel up plane. Another plane in which you might see this is a low angle jack plane that I have here. This is a very long plane, and this is in contrast to a typical bench plane, which is a bevel down plane, and the plane blade will be housed at about 45 or 50 degrees. You'll typically get more tear out with a bevel down plane than one of these low angle block planes, and that's why I chose this for demonstration. Here you can see we get tear out. I have two tips for you to prevent tear out. The first one is to clamp a board onto the edge here and to have this board support the end grain. Another one would be to go both directions with your hand plane. We'll demonstrate that. So now I get no tear out here, but my tear out is moved to the board I don't care about. Here I'm stopping short of the end. By going different directions, what happens is the end grain in front of what you're planing is supporting the end grain behind it. And so reversing directions always gives my end grain support. This is a lot harder for a short workpiece like this than it is for a longer one. If you have a really long board you want to chamfer, it might be difficult to do that freehand with your block plane. So, for that purpose, I made a separate video on building a chamfer guide that rides along the edge of the board and houses your block plane. Tear out can often happen when you're planing end grain if you do not go both directions or you do not support the end grain on the end. If you can create a small radius in the corner, this oftentimes prevents tear out from occurring. Thank you for watching today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a future video.